Namaste viewers. In this video, we are going to learn the multiplication of numbers below 100. So they are near a base of 10 or its multiple, say 20, 30, 40, 50 and so on. So let's see how do we do it. For this, we have to first understand the complementary numbers of 10. So this is the 10-point circle where we have shown the complementary numbers. So 1 and 9 are complementary, 2 and 8 are complementary, 3 and 7 are complementary, 4 and 6 are complementary, 5 and 5 are complementary. So they add up to 10. So what's the importance of this for this method of multiplication is that if you multiply these complementary numbers vertically or crosswise, you get the same digit at the unit place. For example, 9 into 2 is 18 and 1 into 8 is 8. So you have 8 at the unit place. 9 into 8 is 72 and 1 into 2 is 2. So 2 is at the unit place. 9 into 3 is 27. 1 into 7 is 7. You have 7 at the unit place. 9 into 7 is 63. 1 into 3 is 3. You have 3 at the unit place when you multiply them vertically. 9 into 4 is 36. 1 into 6 is 6. So you have 6 at the unit place. And 9 into 6 is 54. And 1 into 4 is 4. You have 4 at the unit place. So this is being made use of in these multiplications. And let us see how does it help us. To understand this method, I have taken simple multiplications below 10. Say for example, you have to multiply 7 into 8. And what you have to have is by the deficiency, 8 is deficient by 2 from 10 and 7 is deficient by 3 from 10. So we put minus 2 and minus 3 with these signs, and they are otherwise the complements of 10. So we'll multiply the right hand side. So minus and minus is plus and 3 is 2 is 6. And that we have to do is that we have to work crosswise subtract them. So 8 minus 3 gives you 5 and 7 minus 2 also gives you 5. So any one of the two you can choose, which seems to be easier to them at that time, and you get the left hand side. So the answer is 56. So another example, 9 into 6, 9 is deficient by minus 1 and 6 is deficient by minus 4. Minus 1 into minus 4 is 4 and 6 minus 1 is 5. So you have the 54 as the answer. 7 into 7. 7 is deficient by 3 and this 7 is also deficient by 3. So minus 3 into minus 3 is 9 and 7 minus 3 is 4. 49 is the answer. So that's simply the way how we understand this method and how would it help us in multiplying the numbers above 10. So here I have divided these numbers with those numbers who are both above a particular base multiple or below a base multiple, and one above the base and other below the base. So first we have some examples of both the numbers being above a certain base. Say for example, if we were to multiply 24 with 25, so we have 4 plus from here and 5 plus from here. So 5 into 4 is 20. You have a carry of 2. And but here, because the base is 20, we have to multiply 29 with 20. But because there is a unit place here which has a 0, and for that we will get a digit here. So what we do is that we multiply this left hand side with 2 and then add the carry to this or subtract the carry depending upon what type of number we are multiplying. So 29 into 2 is 58 plus 2 is 60. So the answer is 600. So here the base is 40. So you have 7 above 40 and you have 4 above 40. 4 into 7 is 28. So there is a carry of 2. So 44 plus 7 or 47 plus 4 is 51. So 40 being the base. So 4 into 51 is 204 plus 2 is 206. So 206, it is the answer. So 78 is 8 above 70 and 79 is 9 above 70. So you have 70 as the base, then 8 into 9 is 72. So you have 7 as the carry. So 7 into 87, which comes from here, 79 plus 8. So 7 into 7 is 49 plus 7 is 56. You get the 5 carry. 8 into 7 is 56 plus 5, 6162 is the answer. So another way of doing these same numbers is you can take by the deficiency. As here you have 18 and 19. You could have taken 8 plus and 9 plus about 10. But if we take 20 as the base, then we have the deficiency by 2 of this number and deficiency of 1 by this number. So minus 2 into minus 1 gives you plus 2. And then you subtract 19, 2 from 19, and you get 17 because 20 is the base. So this has to be multiplied with 2. So 17 into 2 is 34. So 342 is the answer. Another example, 67 into 66. So it is deficient by 3 from 70, and this is deficient by 4 from 70. So 3 into 4 is 12. So 1 is the carry. Then 7 into 63, which comes from 67 minus 4 is 63. So 7 into 3 is 21. 21 plus 1 is 22. You get 2 carry here. 7 into 6 is 42 plus 2 is 44. So 4422 is the answer. So this way, when you are having numbers both above a base or below a base, then simply it's easier to add these carries and get the answer. Now we take up two numbers, one below a base and other above a base. And for example, we want to multiply 14 with 28. So 14 is deficient by 6 from 20 and 28 is 8 above 20. So 8 into minus 6 is minus 48. In Vedic system, we put a bar here where we have to subtract this number. So we put a bar above 48, and this means that we have to subtract 4 and 1 more because we have to have 1 from here. एक मिनट इसको दोबारा करना पड़ेगा. दोबारा बोल दो. Now we are going to take up numbers, one above a base and other below a base. So here, for example, we want to multiply 14 with 28. So 14 is 6 deficient from 20 and 28 is 8 above 20. So we put minus 6 and plus 8 here. We multiply them and we get minus 48. In Vedic system, instead of putting a minus sign, we put a bar above this, which means it has to be subtracted. So 4 is to be subtracted, but because we have to get 1 from here to subtract 8 from this to make it 10. So what we have to minus out is minus 5 from what we get on the left hand side. So 2 into 22 is 44. 44 minus 5 is 39. So 392 is the answer. Another example, 77 into 87. So 77 is 3 deficient from 80 and 87 is 7 above 80. So we multiply minus 7 plus 7 with minus 3 to get 21 bar. And what we'll have to do is we will have to subtract 3 instead of 2 from the left hand side. So 80 is the base, so 8 into 84 is 8 for the 32 minus 3 is 29. So you have the 2 carry here. 8 into 8 is 64. 64 plus 2 is 66. So 6699 is the answer. So that makes the multiplication far simpler than otherwise. So sometimes we have numbers which are with different bases and say below 100. So for example, I have taken here 38 and 88. So this 88 can be brought near to a certain base, 40 say for example. So we split it into 44 into 2. So we do the multiplication as like this, 44 into 38. So 44 is 4 above 40 and 38 is 2 deficient from 40. So 4 minus 2 is 8 bar, and then 42 into 4 is 168. 168 minus 1 is 167, and this 8 is to be subtracted from 10, or we can write the complement of this, that's one and the same thing. So we put 2 here. So 1672, because it's to be multiplied with 2, and so when we multiply this with 2, we get 3344. If the same multiplication of 38 into 88 is to be done by the method which we have learned earlier, that is vertically and crosswise, let's see how we can do it and how do we get the same answer. So 38 and 88, so 8 and 8 are vertically multiplied, we get 64, 6 is the carry, we cross multiply these numbers. So 8 into 8 is 64 and 3 into 8 is 24. So 6 is to be added, 64 plus 6 is 70. 70 plus 24 is 94. So we put here, and 9 is the carry. Then we vertically multiplied, 8 into 3 is 24. 24 plus 9 is 33. So 3344 is the answer. So we have the choice, and whichever way you feel easy, you can do these multiplications. This may look to be easier than this, or they may be you may be equally efficient in multiplying this. You can choose any one of them. Then there are certain other numbers which can also be brought in more than one base with this to the same base. Say for example 66 and 28. So there are two ways to do it. So 66 can be split into 3 into 22 and 28, or 28 can be brought to 56, close to 66, and then it is to be divided by 2. Then even a number well above 100, say for example 177, is to be multiplied with 54. Then 177 can be brought to 3 into 59. So 59 and 54 can be multiplied by the above methods, and then they are to be further multiplied with 3. This way you can have multiplication using the above methods. I hope you must have understood these multiplications of numbers.